evening, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's happening in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe.
And Christine McIntosh, and happy November.
Happy November to everyone.
Yes, this is I love fall.
Me too.
My favorite holiday is Halloween, and it's over, but I got to go to 3 parties,
There you go.
and so it was a lot of fun.
And now we have Thanksgiving to look forward
We
to.
do, and the library's winding down on programs and classes for the years for adults. I'm sure that you guys have some great stuff going on. But I just wanted to remind everyone about our clubs. So we do have a knitting club that meets every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. This is not a class. This is a group of knitters that get together to stitch and socialize and teach each other a few things, but it is not a class. We have new movie release Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Every Tuesday in the Fireplace Room. So we show that blockbuster release of the week.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Scrabble club that meets every Tuesday at 1 p.m. It's a lot of fun. I've been trying to get my mom to come to this.
Gosh, speaking of Scrabble, so Vic and I played the best out of 3 this week, and so our third game was, he won the first one, I won the second one, so our tiebreaker was last night. It was so close for a while, and then he just had whopper of a word, right? He had a couple different words connecting, and it just put him over the edge. So now I'm buying brunch on Sunday.
But isn't it
I
nice
lost
to have someone
the
to play
bet.
Scrabble with?
It is. It's just enjoyable. I really like
Scrabble.
the game. Do you know what word he put down that I challenged? And this hurt me too. I just want to see if you are familiar with the word. So he put wavy down, W-A-V-E-Y. And I'm like, you spelled wavy wrong. Like if you're going for wavy, I'm like, there's no E. So I totally challenged it because I was like 99% sure of myself.
Yes, I would have said W-A-V-Y.
No, wavy is in the Scrabble dictionary. It is a snow goose. Like that was total luck. He didn't know. I think he was just misspelling wavy.
And it just happened to be a Scrabble word.
But he lucked out. It's a snow goose. So there you go. To you Scrabble players out there, you have another word that you can use.
To put in your arsenal. And then we have some book clubs. We have Mystery Book Club that meets on Wednesday, November 16th at 7 p.m. They are reading In Her Tracks by Robert Dugoni this month. The Thursday Evening Book Club will meet on Thursday, November 17th at 7 p.m. And this group is reading Once There Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey. Conversation Salon is on the first and third Fridays at 10:30, and that's hosted by Carla. We have our Button Club that meets the 4th Wednesday of each month at 11 a.m. And they
I was going to say, what exactly does the Button Club do?
they-
They've been meeting for a while now.
years. There is a national button society that we are part of. This group is part of. They collect buttons for historic value and beauty. Like there's some really, really interesting, not just like a brass button or, like my grandma had a tin of buttons.
My mom did too, yeah.
These are more collectible buttons. And
so they just come and share and admire and...
yes, and then there is a national conference every year, which I think would be kind of cool to see some footage from.
Yeah, that would be very neat.
And Monday Night Book Club on Monday, November 28th at 7 p.m. This month they are reading The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. And then we have a new, I should say revived. We did Articles Club some years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago now, and we're reviving it because I love the idea of an Articles Club.
Yes.
We're busy. We don't always have time to read a book a month, but you have time to read an article and then to have some meaningful discussion about it.
Are you heading this up? Or
I am not. Katie, a reference librarian, is heading this up.
Great.
So the Articles Club will have its inaugural meeting on Tuesday, November 15th at 7 p.m. and then thereafter on the third Tuesday of every month. And we'll share our thoughts and reactions about articles from local and national publications. The meeting will last about 45 minutes and we'll feature discussion on a chosen article. We ask that you read the article before you come. And this month's article is For What It's Worth by Aaron Robinson from Real Simple magazine in September of 22. So the articles are available via Flipster, or if you need a printed copy, you can ask at the reference desk.
I love this idea.
I do too. And I love that it's also showcasing another one of our resources, which is Flipster.
Yes.
Which is a digital magazine database of current.
With a lot of choices. A lot of magazines.
Yes, and it's not scholarly at all. You know, there's time, people.
Right.
Obviously, what was this one? Real Simple.
Real Simple.
And so we get people that ask, well, how do you use Flipster? And it's very easy. So take a look at this little instructional beginner's guide to Flipster.
To help libraries better meet the needs of a wide range of readers, Flipster is easily accessible from school, home, work, or on the go, using the Flipster iOS and Android apps available through Google Play and iTunes. In just 5 simple steps, readers can quickly find a Flipster library, log into the app, explore the latest digital magazines, instantly download, and read. Let us show you how. Once the app is installed, new users click Get Started to start searching for participating Flipster libraries. In the Find My Library screen, users can search by name, postal code, city, or state. For even faster results, users can allow geolocation to find libraries nearby. Once a library is selected, users can log in using their library card number or username and password, browse the library's Flipster collection, download an issue of a magazine, and begin reading. And with the enhanced search feature, users can easily search on a keyword, browse back issues on the detail screen, or download. Discover how easy it is for library users to browse digital magazines on the go using the updated Flipster apps available through iTunes and Google Play. Download today and flip to fun with Flipster.
Have you used Flipster?
I have.
Yeah, I have too, but not recently.
I was going to say not recently, probably not as often as I could, but it is easy to use, and I do like the fact that there is like a nice selection of magazines on there.
It's not, I used to like magazines, and now, I mean, when I go to the dentist or the doctor, I'm sitting there, I'll flip through Time or whatever, sitting there, but I'm not a big magazine reader anymore.
If you're going to read, you're reading a book or the newspaper
or I'm reading, you know, I get links in my email from like Public Source, and so I'll read articles on the internet, but I don't use Flipster all that often.
But it's a great resource. And
it
for
is
those
a fabulous
who
resource.
do enjoy magazines, it's a free digital resource.
If you download the library app, it's also it's in there. Like when you can click on Flipster and it will open right up, or you can access it from our website.
Yes, so great reminder about the app as well.
Yes, I just had an email question about the app this morning. Someone said I didn't see the app anywhere, so I showed, you know, I sent the link to them to our website where it has information about the app. But you can just go to the Google Play Store or the Apple. I don't know what theirs is called. I don't have an iPhone, and just put library app
and it comes right up.
Yeah, it comes right up. So I want to talk about our chicks for a minute.
Oh, of course. We miss them. You miss them especially. The farewell party was so much fun.
Yes, and we have some great pictures from the farewell party.
Yes.
I miss my chicks. However, I'll have to say towards the end, because they went back to the farm.
I think it was last Tuesday.
It was November 2nd. But we had a farewell chick story time with Miss Heather and Miss Elaine and myself and Miss Dawn.
Miss Dawn was there, yeah.
And so we each held a chick and let the kids come up, because we did not let the kids play with them while they were here. So they all got a chance to come in and hear some really cool stories, do some songs, and then pet the chicks before they went back.
Yes.
And it was very popular. Like we were putting stuff on social media, particularly Facebook, and we had even adults coming in.
Sure, and a lot of requests or questions. Are we doing it again?
Yes, we will be doing it
again. Which we will.
I love my chicks. Towards the end, they got kind of gangly, and they acted more chicken-like. Like they would like squawk and try and run from me.
I think just toward the very end, though,
the last couple days.
The last couple days.
They got to be gangly teenagers, but it was a great program.
A lot of fun. A great educational experience, again, for all ages.
It was good for the staff. Like people would ask us questions that we didn't have the answers to, so we had to go.
Great learning opportunity.
And just a reminder that it's called Hatch the Chicken program. It's a nationwide program. The closest farm to us as in Freeport. So they brought us eggs and an incubator and everything we needed. I was very pleased that we got 5 out of 7 chickens that eggs that actually hatched, and so we kept them for, it was, 6 weeks from the time we got them till the time they went back.
5 weeks,
4 or 5 weeks.
5.
And they go back to this farm in Freeport, and then they'll become part of the Rent the Chicken program, where you can rent 6 chickens and all the coop and all the bedding and the food that you need, so that you can learn how, we are not doing that, by the way, so that you can learn how, eggs are laid, like the whole cycle of life. So very excited about my chicks. I miss you, chickies. In December, we have a couple things that I'll just mention. I don't have dates right now, but we'll be hosting a jewelry making class, so you can make some jewelry for Christmas gifts. And then we have our annual holiday tea, which is a ton of fun. We usually only take 30. We have 40 people registered and then 10 on the waiting list. It's becoming a very, very popular, and it's a bargain. It's $5, and you get little finger sandwiches and cookies and, of course, tea. So are you hosting Thanksgiving? I'm not. Are you hosting?
It is still up in the air. Yet to be decided. I love cooking, and I do these monthly family dinners on Sundays, but I don't enjoy cooking the Thanksgiving meal. I don't enjoy stuffing or roasting a turkey. Nobody in my family really likes the turkey. Like, I'll take all the sides. Give me that sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole, corn casserole, mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, my mom's stuffing is amazing. But I don't really like the turkey. So we were talking about maybe just doing chicken. I was pushing for going out this year, getting dressed up and maybe going to the Grand Concourse.
Nobody has to do dishes.
Nobody has to do dishes, right. But, not everybody could agree. And so it is still up in the air. Are you hosting?
No, I don't host holiday. Well, that's not true. I host Christmas Eve brunch.
Okay,
that's
family. Lovely.
It is lovely.
And that's probably a lot of work.
However, my mom does most of the cooking.
Oh, well.
Like ahead of time. Like we do like mini quiche, some kind of potato casserole. So most of it just needs to be heated up, and it's a lot of fun. I have a dining room. My mom's in an apartment, so she doesn't. So we all.
Sure. Well, your mom loves cooking, so for her it's not.
Loves to cook,
and she's a wonderful.
My mother's a wonderful
chef
cook.
And baker.
She is. Elaine. She's not making Christmas cookies this year. First year, like she's gonna make pizzelles, and that's it, because she likes those and I like those. But so that brings me to cookbooks. And we have a lot. Our section of cookbooks is very large. It's a very popular subject matter. So I put together a list of some of the best cookbooks that came out in 2022. So check this out. The shelves of the cookbook section at the library are just as packed as the fiction section these days. With so many delicious-looking options to choose from, how do you even decide which cookbook to take home? Well, don't sweat. We took a look at the shelves for you and picked out some of the best cookbooks to get your hands on in 2022. But fair warning, you're going to drool over all the pictures. Here's what we recommend. Snacks for Dinner. Small Bites, Full Plates, Can't Lose. Written by Lukas Volger. If you prefer snacking over real meals, then Snacks for Dinner is the cookbook for you. Volger puts together a series of recipes that look more like snacking plates, including all kinds of crispy options and lots of dips. It puts grazing to a whole new level with stress-free recipes that defy the traditional dinner meal. Half-Baked Harvest Every Day. Recipes for balanced, flexible, feel-good meals written by Tegan Gerard. On her blog, Half-Baked Harvest, Gerard has always been known for providing her readers with simple recipes with minimal ingredients but packed with flavor. Her most recent book provides 120 new recipes that work well for any day of the week, whether it be a weeknight at home or a dish you need to please a party-going crowd. Some of the cookbook's most iconic dishes include spicy pretzel chicken fingers with hot honey, chocolate olive oil cake, and even a strawberry basil margarita. Simple, Beautiful Food, Recipes and Riffs for Everyday Cooking, written by Amanda Fredrickson. You don't need a recipe with a laundry list of ingredients and instructions in order to have a delicious tasting meal. Simple actually goes a long way, and Fredrickson's Simple, Beautiful Food is an ode to just that. Learn how to make simple homemade ricotta to spread on toast with jam, roast a mustardy pork tenderloin, or dip into a creamy bowl of vegetable wontons with coconut Thai curry broth. Fredrickson makes it even easier for the cook by supplying a grocery shopping list for every recipe in the book. Bake, My Best Ever Recipes for the Classics, written by Paul Hollywood. If you're a fan of the Great British Baking Show, then you absolutely want to get your hands on Hollywood's latest baking book. Learn straight from the pro as he teaches you how to make some of his favorites, including a Victoria's sandwich cake and numerous sweets and savory pastries. Plant You, 140 plus ridiculously easy, amazingly delicious plant-based oil-free recipes written by Carly Bodrug. If you set a goal to try and eat more plant-based meals, this book is about to come to your rescue. Bodrug features over 140 recipes of healthy vegan breakfasts, lunches, dinners, desserts, and even a few dressings and faux cheese sauces in between. The book is named after Bodrug's popular social media community called Plant You, which has amassed almost 2 million followers on Instagram. Celebrate with Babs, Holiday Recipes and Family Tradition, written by Barbara Costello. If you're one of the many followers who watched Brunch with Babs over on TikTok during the pandemic, then you're going to want to snatch up her latest cookbook immediately. She shares 100 of her favorite recipes in this book, recorded and passed down from friends and family for generations. Learn how to make Irish soda bread, creamy beer cheese dip, and seafood pasta that would be perfect for the holidays. And finally, Boards, Stylish Spreads for Casual Gatherings, written by America's Test Kitchen. If you longingly stare at beautiful images of charcuterie boards on Pinterest, then it's time to get this book. Boards features 150 of America's Test Kitchen's foolproof recipes to make up 35 mouth-watering boards that aren't just cheese and crackers. Learn how to make clever boards for your friends, like a DIY Bloody Mary board or a customizable baked potato board. So come on. So on Pinterest, I have a whole board that's charcuterie board. Mm-hmm. So I want to check out that board's
My niece
cookbook.
did one for last Christmas Eve, and it was phenomenal. She went down to the Strip, to Penn Mac, and she just got, it was lovely. It was just the meats and the cheeses and the breads, but olives, I love olives. It was just a nice variety. It was a beautiful, she's all about presentation, so it was a beautiful
And that's
board.
what it is about a charcuterie board, I think, is the presentation. And
yes.
How beautiful it's like a work of art.
It absolutely is, yeah.
So that's what's going on the adult side. What's going on over your way?
All right. Well, same as in adults, where we're a little bit slower in November because this is where we take our break and plan. But coming up in December, all of our programs and regular story times will, of course, resume. So we'll have Toddler Tuesdays starting back up. We'll have Mother Goose on the Loose on Wednesdays, Baby Jam on Thursdays, and Preschool Power on Fridays. And then additionally, in December, we're hosting a preschool block party where we'll have just like an hour-long free play session for you to come in and play with our blocks. Because we don't always have those out in the play area, right? We kind of swap toys out. But the blocks are always so popular. And kids learn so much through that type of play, through meaningful play. As you well know, there's so many benefits to just building with blocks and building with others and learning how to share and just so many benefits, and it's just fun.
My nephews, when they were like 8, 10 even.
Oh my gosh.
When they would come, because they would stay with me almost every other weekend. That's the first thing they
pull out a
went
set
for.
of blocks, and the possibilities
and they were
are
like the big wooden ones that were painted, red, blue, green. And that's the first thing they would go for, even as they got a little older.
Yes, and when they are out in the play area, I just love to see what kids build, what they make, So it's a preschool block party, and that's going to be on Monday, December 5th at 11 o'clock. The following Monday, on December 12th, at 11 o'clock. We're going to host a dance workshop. And this is actually being offered by the Dance Workshop, who they're located in Casti Village, and they offer a variety of classes for a wide age range. But this one is a sample dance class for preschoolers in particular. So it's great, or ages 3 through 6, with a caregiver. And we ask that you do register for that one. You can register beginning December 1st.
I want to check with them. I want to do adult tap lessons. I've been wanting to take
I'm
tap.
so in.
Really?
Oh, I would totally do that with you. That's the one dance that I always wanted to learn.
Me too. So
when I was
all right.
little, we took ballet classes for a little while. And you know, and I enjoy hip hop, and like still today, like my form of exercise, like I do Zumba. Yeah, like I like to dance, but I never
I want to learn to
tap, and I always thought it'd be fun to do Irish step dancing.
Me too. I would
But
like
when
that too.
she comes, I will totally inquire about this.
So if we learn to tap, we can do a tap routine
Little
for
tap number?
for our
Yes.
holiday.
I know, because we did not plan one for this year, and I'm sad about that.
Oh well, there's not enough time. I don't.
I
think,
know, I know.
Unless we
so
sing some silly
maybe,
song. I don't know.
but we can tap dance and get ready for next year.
Oh, that'd be great.
I love this idea. And the following Monday after that, on Monday, December 19th at 10 a.m., we're going to have a preschool PBS party. So the holidays will be right around the corner. We all know and love our familiar PBS characters, such as Arthur, you know, all the Sesame Street characters.
Is
Who else?
Peppa
Who's your
Pig?
favorite? Clifford.
Is Peppa Pig a PBS?
Peppa
or
Pig is
she-
not PBS. No, not picked up by PBS.
That's
but
my niece Charlotte's.
do you
That's
like
her
Peppa?
favorite. Well,
oh, your niece does.
yes, and so when she stayed with me and we were watching, I started because they speak in it with a British accent.
Yeah.
So I started imitating her, and she thought it was hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure. You have a good British accent.
I can't.
Pinkalicious is a PBS
Okay.
character. So we'll do stories and songs and videos and just have a lot of fun with that. We are asking that you register for that one as well. And again, you can register beginning December 1st, either by calling us or visiting our website. The online registration link is right on there as well. So that's for the little ones. Kindergarten through 6, we'll have a lot of fun things coming up. We were talking about cooking, so I'm going to continue with the What's Cooking series. We made pies last night. We read a Thanksgiving story, which went over really well. I love this one. First of all, I love alliteration, and I love a good rhyming book. So this is Peyton Picks the Perfect Pie. And Peyton here claims not to be picky, right? On the first page, she says how she likes pools and beaches, dogs and cats. She's not picky, except when it comes to her food, where she admits she is kind of particular, right? Both of her parents love to cook. She doesn't always love eating what they make. So this Thanksgiving meal, giving a lot of the story away, but she's not looking forward to it because she doesn't want the lumpy mashed potatoes, the slimy gravy. She doesn't want her orange foods touching her green foods, right? And I know people like
Oh,
this.
Bill can't have his foods
Can't have things
touched.
touching on the plate or
Yeah,
won't eat
or,
certain colors.
Like I do, mashed potatoes, corn,
You mix the corn.
yeah,
And
and gravy, and then and he's
Oh,
like,
for
"That is-
sure.
that is so gross.
no.
Oh, it's so good.
Some places even have a bowl where it's like a mashed potato bowl.
Oh, I like that. He will not eat.
That's funny. Some people just have, you know.
Yeah.
And you too, though, have certain things, right? Because we were just talking earlier today how you don't like the consistency of pumpkin
Do
pie.
not- I love pumpkin cookies, pumpkin roll, pumpkin cheesecake. The consistency of a pumpkin pie, I cannot tolerate.
And I can relate to that. I don't do tapioca
Or bubble
for
tea.
that reason. Or bubble tea, right.
Bill
Yeah.
likes both tapioca and bubble tea.
Anyway,
yeah.
Peyton here in this story, you know, decides, she's determined, she declares that she will try something this Thanksgiving. She'll try one new thing. And so, of course, she says that I'll try the pie. And their holiday tradition when they host Thanksgiving is every guest brings a different kind of pie. So she's overwhelmed because she doesn't know what kind of pie to try.
Apple.
There's apple, there's cherry. But in the book, there's some new recipes like a plum galette from France.
Oh, I would try that.
A ruffled milk pie from Greece with phyllo dough.
Oh, okay.
There was the Boston cream pie. I mean, there was a lot of different pies in this story. So it was fun to read with the kiddos, to talk about it, to talk about their favorite pies. And then, of course, for our recipe, we made mini pies, much simpler version, right? The no-bake kind of pies. But we had a lot of fun with it. I asked for their suggestions for the future, and they all seem to be in agreement that they want to make cookies. Which
Oh.
December would be a very timely, you know, we
Yes,
could do
it would.
we could do Christmas cookies or,
Yeah, not
or
the cut
something.
and bake people. Not the cut and bake.
No, but I'll have to come up with the no bake recipe though. I
Um,
mean, we have the oven, but it's
I was gonna say I have a few. I'll dig them up.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that.
Okay.
But yeah, I have a lot of fun with this class, so we are going to continue. The next one is on December 13th. It is limited just because of the ingredients and the time that it takes. So if you want to register, I encourage you to do so early. Again, first day to register is December 1st. There was another interesting story that I just wanted to share, because we're often talking about inclusion and not only learning about and understanding different cultures, but just embracing them, right? Really like submerging ourselves in them.
And understanding that Thanksgiving is an American holiday. And so
Right,
a
and-
lot of immigrants or refugees don't know what it is.
or don't celebrate.
Correct.
But every culture does have some sort of harvest season celebration. And that's exactly what this new book is. It's called Harvest Days, Giving Thanks Around the World. And it's a short, sweet, simple, I think this one rhymes too, it's a rhyming book, just talking about the different celebrations around the world. So I just kind of wanted to put it out there because it was a good one to highlight. Other programs coming up for those elementary age kids, K through 6. We have Open Art Studio, which continues to be popular. That's on Wednesday, December 14th. We just put out a mountain of art supplies and let the kids create.
That's fun.
It is fun. We have Pudding Pictionary coming up for grades 5 and 6 on December 29th
What is
in the
Pudding
evening.
Pictionary?
Well, you're familiar with the Pictionary board game,
Yes.
done with paper and pencil.
Yeah, we're
gonna
doing
do
it
it with
with
pudding. How
That's
fun.
so exciting.
Right? I know. So that's that'll be a fun one. And then, what else do we have coming up? A slew of other things.
What about gingerbread?
The gingerbread workshop is coming up this month on November 26th.
Okay.
Thank you
'cause
for
that's always
reminding
one
me.
of my favorites.
Yes, we just called and got the cartons from Schneider's Dairy. They all very, very kindly every year give us cartons at a very low discounted cost. We'll buy the graham crackers and the icing, and then we ask all of you to bring a bag of candy or cereal or anything else to share with the group, and you just make these fabulous gingerbread creations. That is a fun one.
I love that.
And I love tradition, and we've been doing this for as long as I've been here, which is almost 18 years.
Wow.
So yeah, that's coming up. The only other thing I want to mention for our kindergarten through 6th grade friends, this is actually 3rd through 6th grade, is our Children's Choice Awards book club. The 8 titles have just been released, and they are wonderful. I mean, it's going to be really hard to select a favorite. We have Those Kids from Fawn Creek by Erin Entrada Kelly, New From Here by Kelly Yang, Dear Student by Ellie Swartz, The Boy Who Failed Dodgeball by Jordan Sonnenblick, The Ice Cream Machine by Adam Rubin. I think this is his first chapter book. Patrons may be familiar with Adam Rubin. He did the very popular Dragons Love Tacos picture books. And Dragons Love Tacos too, yeah. Maisie Chen's Last Chance by Lisa Yee. My favorite one so far. It's an amazing book. Attack of the Black Rectangles by A.S. King, and Cookies and Milk by Sean Amos, which is the story of the famous Amos cookies.
I would like that. You know, I like historical
Yes,
stuff.
I do as well. So those are the 8 titles. More details, on upcoming episodes. But if you want to check out those titles and start reading now, I encourage you to definitely do so. And then in December for our teens, 7th grade and up, we're doing a do-it-yourself ugly sweater class, which should be a lot of fun.
And I am the queen of the
Yes.
DIY ugly sweater.
Yes,
Bill
you
and I
are.
have won every contest we have entered. I have a bag
That's
of
something to be
stuff.
proud of.
It certainly is. I have a bag of stuff that is very appropriate for a DIY ugly sweater. I will bring it in and give it to Miss Nancy.
And we so appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, a lot of good stuff coming up on the horizon. As always, if you have any questions or comments about any of the things coming up or any of the things that we discussed on today's show, you know what to do. Go ahead and give us a call,
Visit our website.
or better yet, stop in and see us in person.